The reason I'm here today is trial and error. Some might call this failure, but I always prefer to look at it as Robert Frost did, as the path not taken. I started teaching as an interim job to help support me during law school. Other educators in this room can laugh as they think of the folly of thinking that anything about teaching could be something you do as a side gig. But I digress. My first year was like most first years teaching, in a word, brutal. I learned so much about myself and the profession, but most importantly, I learned about human nature. It's due to human nature that I stand here today in my 12th year of teaching. Older, somewhat wiser, and full of precious memories of the students who have changed my life. I think of the mistakes I made and how they loved me anyway. I think of the child I had to teach the day after his mother was killed. I think of the little boy who couldn't read at all, but took care of his 8 siblings that lived in his house. I think of the moms that worked 2 jobs and made it to every single parent-teacher conference. I think about the parents I never met, because sometimes a teacher is the only parent a child will ever know. I learned that even when you plan for 8 hours, your lesson can and will fail. I learned that the best lesson is nothing without a connection to your students. I learned that a child can't learn when they're hungry or tired or worried about where they're going to sleep tonight. I learned that there was very little about my job that I could predict and even less that I could control. By watching the beautiful way that children express human nature, I learned that teaching is the act of giving hope where there is none, of finding a path when every way is blocked, of finding the good in even the most difficult child. This is true teaching excellence, to learn as much as you teach and to practice empathy with everyone you meet. Thank you so much to Linebarger, Goggin, Blair, and Sampson for this tremendous honor. I'm humbled by your confidence in me. Thank you for your support of educators and the students that we love so much. Thank you.